welcome back to another video. It's your girl's opinion, and welcome to my channel. If you don't know who I am, you can watch all my other videos. But today's video is things I wish I knew, relationship edition. Me and my boyfriend went to the cafe earlier today, and we wrote down a couple things that we wish we knew about relationships that we now know that helped us stay in the relationship for as long as we have. We are currently 9 months in, and we got 3 more months to go before we become a year. But you know, I'm excited about it because this is my longest relationship ever. Yes, I wrote down a couple things that we wish we knew. Anyways, the first thing that I wish I knew when I was in a relationship is that relationships itself, or in general, can be very hard. Like, even though some people would be like, oh, relationships are easy, they're fun, they're like this one and done type thing or whatever, and you live and you learn. But it's like, at the end of the day, yeah, you live and you learn, but you can't progress in a relationship if every time something goes wrong, you leave. So it's like, just, I don't know, be willing to thug it out just a little bit, see where it go. And if it's really not for you, that's fine. But if the arguments aren't that serious and the problems that y'all be having aren't that serious, then it's really no point in leaving. The next topic is you have to communicate. Communicate is the biggest part of any relationship. Friendship, boyfriend, girlfriendship, family relationships, all that. Like, that is the biggest thing ever, because you're not able to, if you're not able to sit down and actually have a conversation with somebody and talk out the problems, or talk about what's wrong with you, or talk about what made you feel the way that you felt, then the relationship is already off to a rocky start. And this is coming from a person who has a hard time communicating and has a hard time letting other people talk and communicate, because when I feel a certain way, that's how I feel, and I don't care about nobody else's feelings, because now y'all playing with me because I said what I said, and I'm not taking back what I said, period, point blank. But I had to learn that that isn't the way to go about things, and I have to be more understanding. The next topic is that you have to be spontaneous sometimes. Okay, not gonna lie, relationships get a little boring if you do the same thing every day. Not gonna lie. So sometimes you probably got to take your ass to the park, walk around for a couple hours, or take your ass to downtown. Even though the downtown down here ain't really a downtown, walk around, window shop. You ain't even got to buy nothing. Just do something different. Be different. You could stay in a room, paint. You could watch a movie series that you haven't watched in a really long time that y'all both like. Just come up with something. Do something different in the relationship if y'all are starting to get bored. Because at the end of the day, the relationship isn't always going to be as fun as it was in the beginning, because you had a lot more stuff to do together. Now that y'all have done so much together, the relationship is going to get a little boring. So do something different. Be spontaneous. Go out of what you're used to. Yeah, I understand some people are used to sitting in the house. Get up and go outside. I understand some people are used to being outside. Sit your ass down. Watch a movie. Do something other than playing the same rodeo, basically. Oh yeah, you can also do double dates. So like, if you have friends that are in a relationship, do double dates. Even if you don't have friends that are in a relationship, go out together as a group. I'm telling you, it will bring so much life back into the relationship. And it's just like, I don't know, it's fun being outside of what you're used to. The next thing on my list, you have to be open and honest. That one is also a big one. It goes along with a lot of the things that I previously said. Excuse me. Like, if you're not open with the person that you're involved with, and if you're not honest with the person that you're involved with, the relationship is always going to be rocky from the get-go. Like, you're never going to have a genuine relationship if you can't be open with that person. It's a lot of noise. I hope this is not picking up any of that, or at least something like that. And now in a second, I'm about to go into the multi-purpose room. What'd you say?
No, he understood. You just warm to him. I just said turn down a little bit. I don't know how you turn it
You ain't had to do all that.
No, boy,
I don't care. I just told you I was gonna go to a different room. I didn't want to stop nobody from hearing it.
No.
Rhyme example. Or whatever you're talking about. I'm still learning. But anyways, if you're not open and you're not honest, the relationship isn't going to be a good relationship. It's going to be a toxic relationship, because then you're not going to open up to him. He's not going to open up to you, or she, they, who, whatever they want to be called. So it's just like y'all just both closed off and y'all are getting nowhere. That's why the relationship ends, because y'all aren't getting anywhere. Y'all aren't communicating the way y'all need to be communicating. Y'all aren't being honest to yourself or your partner. If you're not honest with yourself, you can't be honest with somebody else. Like, you have to be honest with yourself about how you actually feel and how that certain situation made you feel. Biggest one ever that I've ever had to deal with was that you have to have trust in a relationship. Me, I get very, very jealous. I'm still trying to learn how not to be jealous. But I have this thing where if I see a female look at him the wrong way, or if they touch him the wrong way, or if they speak to him the wrong way, and I don't know a female, and I have to figure out the female and my boyfriend were talking beforehand. Well, not beforehand, but while we were in a relationship, and I haven't never heard of this female, I get jealous. But at the end of the day, you have to trust that your partner is not going to cheat on you or do nothing behind your back. Yes, we had a rocky beginning, but that don't mean that he hasn't learned from his mistakes, or I haven't learned from my mistakes. Like, I used to be real handsy. You can't be handsy in a relationship. Like, you cannot use your hands. One, it can be very dangerous for both people in the relationship, and it can usually half the time never end the way that you think it's going to end. It could have been worse, and we don't want it to ever get worse. We want it to get better. So keep your hands to yourself as best as possible, especially if you're a me. If you're a me and you don't know nothing but to put your hands on people, learn to stop doing that, please. It will be the end of you. You will be behind bars, female or male. Keep your hands to yourself. Unless you're play fighting. Play fighting is a different story. But if it gets serious, keep your hands to yourself. Is that you have to understand that there are going to be good and there are going to be bad days. The good days could be he buys you flowers, chocolates, he pays for you to get your nails done, your hair done, your feet done. He does everything that he thinks that he can think of, but he didn't clean up or take out the trash the way that you want him to clean up or take out the trash. So that starts an argument. At the end of the day, that's something small. It was a mistake. He did what he could do. He did what he could think that he could do. He tried. So in his mind, y'all were having a good day. But in your mind, it was a good day that turned bad. And it wasn't even supposed to go that way. But at the end of the day, it's like, it can't be helped. People, we're all people. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We all forget things. We all overcompensate or undercompensate for things that we could have done better, or things that we shouldn't have done. So it's just like, at the end of the day, don't let something that small bring your day down. Especially not for the rest of the day. But the point is, don't ever let nothing that small bring down y'all day, because then that'll bring down the relationship. You won't be in one. You're gonna be by yourself. I mean, a relationship isn't everything either. So don't think that you're just here for relationship purposes and relationship purposes only. At the end of the day, you're here to build yourself. And if you can't build yourself first, then I don't know what to say, babes. But if you do want to be in a genuine relationship, don't let something so small be the downfall. Oh, this is a big one, especially for me. I've been in a lot of relationships where I have not loved myself. So that was kind of off to a rocky start in the first place. Because if you don't love yourself, the person you're in a relationship can't love you either. And you can't love the person in that relationship because you can't love yourself. So you have a glass with the amount of love that you give yourself, the amount of love that you give in the relationship. Since you don't have anything, well, no, you have to take the glass that you love yourself from and pour it into the glass that you're loving somebody else in. And if this glass is empty, you can't fill this glass. This glass is meant to be an infinite bottomless glass. And if it's empty, you can't pour anything into this one. I'm not sure if that made any sense, but hopefully y'all got the concept. The next topic is you have to be supportive of each other. The biggest thing about our relationship is I get mad when he doesn't show support the way that I want him to show support. I carry that on throughout the day until he asks me what's wrong. And when he finally asks me what's wrong, I explode and be like, well, I didn't see you post this, or I didn't see you post that, or post this. Oh, you don't want people to know you have a girlfriend, this, that, and the third. And it's just like, sometimes he forgets because he's human, he's a person. But when he does support, he does his best to let people know. He at one point was meant to be my manager of my hair business or whatever, but he kind of sucks at it.
Sure.
So he was fired.
No, the hell I want. I never even started the job. Dickhead, look at you. You lying.
Who's lying?
You.
What?
You're lying right now.
Nobody's lying. But anyways, but he did let his homeboys know, hey, my girlfriend does locks. Any chance you get, my girlfriend did my hair. Yeah, just be supportive of each other. Even if it's something small, like he be playing the game, I'd be like, oh, good job, baby, you won the game. Oh, it's okay, baby, you'll get up next time. I understand that you're upset about it. It's okay. Like, just be there for each other, basically. Like, it makes the other person feel so much better about the situation. Another one is that you have to have an understanding of each other's feelings. If you don't understand each other's feelings, then the relationship isn't going to get anywhere. And most of this is because the relationship is not going to get anywhere. So if you're not understanding of his feelings and he's not understanding of your feelings, then it's just like, at this point, there is a relationship that needs to be had, because you want somebody that understands why you feel the certain way and is able to communicate and able to apologize for what they made you feel was wrong. And then you're supposed to be able to vice versa, basically. If y'all can't do that, there needs to be no relationship. There are no breaks. If you're actually trying to have an actual genuine relationship with someone, you cannot take breaks. Breaks are like breakups, because you're able to do what you want to do. You're not allowing the other person to grieve the relationship because you probably out there hoeing or doing whatever the fuck you want to do. There's no breaks. You sit down and you have a conversation about it. If you need a break, don't actually break up. Just sit down in separate rooms until you calm down and come back and talk about it. You don't have to force yourself to talk about it right then and there, but baby, you're gonna sit down, you're gonna talk to me when you're ready, but you're not leaving this relationship. You're not breaking this relationship. There are no breaks in a relationship. But if you feel like there needs to be a break in a relationship, then baby, that means the relationship was not meant for you to begin with. That means there is no relationship to be had because you don't feel a genuine connection to that person. Because I feel like sometimes people go on breaks just because they don't want to feel like they're cheating. And if you're going on a break to go out there and be a hoe, baby, you're cheating. But that's how I feel about the situation. How do you feel about that? I don't, yeah, y'all can see his thumbs up. You have to give each other time to grow. At the end of the day, if it's a fresh relationship, or maybe like 6 months to a year, that's still kind of fresh. You're still trying to learn who that person is. I say 6 months because in the first 6 months, it's like a lovey-dovey stage. You're like not really trying to get to know each other. You're just wanting to be in each other's space. Like after the 6 months pass though, you're really trying to learn how that person is, your understanding of their family, your understanding of their background. You're trying to understand why they act the way that they act, or why they feel the way that they feel about certain situations, or why certain topics aren't easy for them to talk about. Like with him, I have to force him to talk to me about certain situations that he's not comfortable with talking about. But it's like at the end of the day, I need to understand where you're coming from and why I can't do certain things because somebody in your past did certain things. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, you have to give each other time to understand and learn why this topic can't be talked about but this one can, or why you can't do this but you could do this, or just be understanding that there is a line that you can and can't cross, and you have to learn those lines and you have to learn those boundaries. So give each other time to grow. Like I said, this one is also one from me mostly because I did not do this in my past relationships. I never set boundaries. I never set standards. You have to set standards for yourself and the person that you want to be with. The reason why I say you have to set standards for yourself is because at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you're in the right headspace before you jump into another relationship, or if you jump into a relationship. But then you also have to set standards for the other person, because you don't want to jump into a relationship with a person who doesn't meet the criteria that you need them to meet. If you want somebody that's going to make sure that they pay your bills and get your hair done and your nails done, then that's where your standards need to be, and you can't go below your standards because you know how you want to live. If you want a relationship where you actually build with that person and start from ground zero with that person and help them get to the top, help each other get to the top, and all that other stuff, and like you pay, he pay, and back and forth type thing, like a 50-50 relationship, then you set your standards for that and don't go below your means because you know how you are. So it's just like, set standards for you and the person that you want to be with in the future. This is my biggest one and my last one. So always have each other's back in public, but if they're wrong, correct them in private. This is a big one to me because I am usually always wrong. I don't like admitting it, and I do not like apologizing for it. But it's like, if you get into an argument and be like, oh, the sky is purple, I don't care what nobody says, the sky is purple, and your boyfriend's like, no babe, the sky is blue. You're supposed to be on my side. What are you talking about? So the situation needs to go, the sky is purple. Like I said, no ifs, no ands, no buts about it. Your partner should be like, yeah, the sky is purple, like she said. Baby, let's step over here real quick. You know the sky is blue, right? But let me know in private, hey baby, you was wrong. Don't let the whole world be like, you're not a united front. Because basically that's what you're saying. You have to be a united front. In public and in private, but mostly in public. Because if you're not a united front in public, people are gonna be like, oh, you're disagreeing with your girlfriend? You're disagreeing with your boyfriend? I can slide into that because y'all don't even get along. Y'all don't agree on nothing. What do you mean? He was just letting me know that I was wrong. That don't mean you could have him. But y'all didn't get along. Y'all just said two different things. So basically, always be a united front in front of people. And if your partner was wrong, let them know that they were wrong in private. Never do that in public, because that's like, you're low-key embarrassing them. Anyways, that's all I had to say. Do you have anything to say before we close out the video? No, nothing at all. You just not in the video at all. You just booty cheeks and thumbs.
What you mean booty cheeks and thumbs? What butt?
Booty cheeks.
Stop. Bro, now you wildin'.
Anyways, that's the end of the video. That's what I had to talk about. I might be doing more videos like this. I'm really not sure. I just want to see how this one goes. And sorry that I haven't been here in a while. I apologize. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and hopefully I am becoming more consistent. Oh yeah, I just turned 19, by the way. But anyways, I hope you guys just bye, Japanies. I love you guys.